What is going on, guys? Patasaur right here, and today we're going to be doing a guide on how to beat General Disarray in Ultra. Now in Ultra, the Ultra mission in the Danger Deck. Danger Deck is a DLC that came out just a couple of hours ago today. And once you beat the regular mode, you're able to fight the Ultra mode, and this mission was one of the hardest missions I've played in Ultra mode. Now, for those who don't know how to don't realize that every mission in the Danger Deck is actually set to Mastermind mode, and you cannot change it. That means you have to use the best build possible to actually beat these missions, especially in Ultra mode. In Ultra mode there's extra effects, and in this mission line the effect is you always start your turn with shock on your character. So it doesn't matter if you cleanse it. You can cleanse it at the end of the turn, but your next turn the shock will be applied back onto your character. So what you want to do is you want to equip the DNA. You don't want to go like glass cannon in this. So if you guys watched my Mastermind build tutorial, status effect build, if you guys haven't watched that yet, I suggest you guys watch it now, because that will show you how to build your character, main character. Now what you want to do is, instead of using the Crack Baby Rage though, you want a bit more HP, so you want to use the one I used in the video. I forgot the name of it. So yeah, so what you want to do on your first turn, you're going to start off double edging. So you get a second turn, you get to move closer, so you move into the red area and you want to apply shock damage. Now shock damage is your primary damage spell, because the status effects for shock actually deal a lot of damage. The second thing you want to do is move out of the red zone and then attack with the pushback damage. This will apply bleeding as well. The thing about General Disarray is he's immune to burning effect. You only have one burning effect, which is your ultimate, and right there I was about to die, so I actually cloned myself to avoid that attack, and now I get to use my clone to double edge and take another 2 turns. Now here I want to kill the exploding ninja guys. Once I kill them, they're gonna explode. General Disarray is immune to the burning effect they apply, but he's not immune to the damage. So if he's in the AoE and they die, he's gonna take damage. And what I do here is I'm gonna push back him even further, but just to do bleeding effects on the other exploding ninja guys as well, so they'll eventually explode too or get low. Now, because you're on shock effect, you don't want to end your turn next to your allies, so just keep in mind that. And also what comes in handy is your not only revive serums. Maximum revive serums are good if you guys have any, but if not, just craft some regular revive serums. But what will really help is your enriched antidote. Now this is the best place to use your enriched antidote. I don't think you can craft it as well, so it's the best place to use it, since this is very end game and there's no other place that you can use it. You don't want to use it on the regular mode, you want to use it on the Ultra mode. Now on the first turn, once your 2 main characters end their turn, with diabetes you want to heal your whole team, so you don't take any shock effects. You don't die from shock effects the next turn, or sometimes you might be you might get hit by General Disarray, and then on your next turn you can't really survive a shock effect and deal damage at the same time. So you want to heal with diabetes on your first turn. You want to use the summoning, the super best friend summoning. And here I use Butters because I did not know who else to use, and the confused status seemed like kind of okay to like use, and plus it has shock effect as well, so you know I might as well use Professor Chaos. So yeah, if General Disarray is like one cell in front of like exploding ninjas, then you want to push him back to that area and try to kill the exploding ninjas. His health is absolutely insane. I think he has like 5,000 health. So what you want to do is try to get your ultimate up as soon as possible. If you want to add a little bit of ultimate recovery to help that, then that's fine, but keep in mind the ultimate we're using, only the grossed out effect will apply to General Disarray, not the burning. He's immune to any kind of burning. Since I am going to use my enriched antidote here, I'm gonna get a lot of regen every single turn. Not only that, it removes the shock effect for this turn, so I don't shock my allies this turn if I end next to them, and I don't take the damage. This was a really close battle actually, because I actually lost most of my characters, because I feel like this is the hardest ultra mission that you can do, because the shock effect just prevents reviving, because you can't like continuously revive your characters, because once you revive they're going to take a turn, they're going to get shocked, and you know, once they're not going to have enough health to withstand the like just constantly reviving every character and trying to like hit revive. You just can't do that in this mission. The best way to beat this mission is actually have those enriched antidotes, which really came in handy in this fight. As you can see there, Butters was about to die. I used the enriched antidote and it really helped out. It not only heals, not only regens every turn, it also gets rid of the status effect. But you do get that status effect back every turn. The one thing I realized about this enriched antidote is it does not stack. So if you already used it once on your character, you cannot use it again to get rid of the status effect. Now there I used my ultimate on the General Disarray, because I want to get that grossed out on him, because he's with that grossed out on him, he's gonna take like 600 damage every turn. Shock effect is like 472 damage, and the good thing about shock effect is it's AoE, right? And not only that, if they're standing next to the boss as well, General Disarray, he's also gonna take damage. One thing you need to watch out for is that when General Disarray detonates his guys, he will summon more exploding ninjas as well, and they can take turns right away. So they can explode on your allies and then just take turns and kill your allies straight away. And then when your turn comes, you only have one guy left, and you just can't do anything. You just die because you have shock effect, and you're low, and you can't just revive. You can't constantly revive, because you know, once you revive, your character is going to die, then your next character is going to take a turn. If he revives, that character is going to die. It's like a chain death pretty much. So you want to keep as many characters alive on the board as possible. I suggest 3+, you know, 3+ on the board. When it gets down to 3, you should know that you're going into the danger zone. You need to revive your other characters. You need to heal them. Here I try to keep 5 on the board at all times. Even if it's like 29 HP, you need 5 on the board. The reason being is because if you have more characters on the board, they're gonna take the hits. You know, these ninjas, they can do up to 500 damage, and your characters cannot take 500 damage. You know, your main character can, because he's not using Crack Baby Rage, he's using the other DNA. But even if he takes his turn, and if you don't cleanse it, you're gonna get shocked, so you're gonna die anyway. So none of your characters can really take a hit from the other chaos minions. Even the exploding ninjas, they do 500 damage on explosion as well. So you don't want to have to you want as much people on the board as possible to just take the hits, you know, because you're getting much more value out of that. Like 29 HP, you're taking 500 damage. You know, that's good value. So General Disarray is almost dead, but here is the crazy bit. You know, like this happened to me like 7 times. I've literally played this like 7 times, trying to beat this, trying to come up with the best way to beat this, and I finally beat it. But this is the crazy bit. I had 5 characters on the board, and once General Disarray takes his turn, he's gonna explode a bunch of characters, explode a bunch of exploding ninjas, and then all of a sudden just come back like crazy, and he'll just summon more ninjas, and they're gonna take turns right away, which is the insane bit. Like, I don't understand why they take turns right away, but it's pretty crazy. And here I'm just about to kill him, right? He's on 100 life, and he doesn't take the status effect damage until after his turn, after his turn ends, and that's something you have to realize. And even when his turn ends, he can still explode characters when he dies. So you could possibly fail this so many times just because you're unaware of that. Here my clone actually expires. Keep in mind your clone only lasts for 4 turns. But clone, if you guys don't know how to get the clone, you have to do the member berry. You have to get the member berries burrito to finish that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys, and I hope it helped you out. And once you finish this, you get this artifact.
Danger terminated. Victory.
Oh, what? Avenging Nezumi. Alright.
Well done, hero.